Assalamu alaikum, dear learners. How are you? Hope that all of you fine. By the grace of Almighty Allah, I am also fine. Dear learners, today we will discuss a lesson from Unit 1. And the name of our Unit 1 is The Glimpse of Our Culture. This unit actually upholds the different aspects of our culture. And in lesson 1, the name of the lesson is our folk songs. So dear learners, today we will try to know more about our folk songs. So our today's lesson is our folk songs. Dear learners, before going through the text, at first we will try to know some keywords of the text which will help us to understand the text best. And there are 3 keywords. Those are folk, musical instruments. Actually, folk, in general, folk means people in general. Folk means people in general. Folk means people in general. And what is folk song? Folk song actually a song relating to the traditional art or culture of a community or a country. Next come musical. Relating to music. Something that relates to music. Next, we will get instruments. Instruments means tools. Dear learners, here what kind of tools? Those kind of tools which are used to produce music, to compose a song. Here we will discuss all those kinds of instruments or tools which help to compose a song. Dear learners, there is a activity A. In activity A, there is an activity. Work in pairs, read out the musical instruments and answer the following questions. Here you will get some name of musical instruments which specially used to produce folk songs. At first we see that there is dotara, sharinda, guitar, bamboo flute, drum, tabla, piano, harmonium, etc., violin. So I think more or less you have heard the name of those musical instruments. Now there are some questions for you. First question is, can you sing a song? Number 2, can you play any of these musical instruments? Number 3, do you know anybody who can play any of these instruments? Tell what do you know about him or her. So dear learners, I think you will be able to answer of those questions by yourself. Can you sing a song? Yes or no? If you sing a folk song, what kind of musical instruments you specially use? Third question is, do you know anybody who can play all those instruments, any of these instruments? If you know anybody, or you can mention the folk singers of Bangladesh. Actually, there are many folk singers in Bangladesh. We can mention Abdul Alim, Abbas Rahman, Ferdowsi Rahman, Mumtaz Begum, Kawangalini Sufia, Mustafa Jaman Abbasi. All those are well-known famous folk singers of Bangladesh, and they can play more or less those musical instruments. So, dear learners, now we will come to activity B. Read the text and answer the following questions. Folk songs are songs sung in the traditional style of a community or country. Here the traditional style includes the themes, words and tunes of the songs that have existed for a long time among the common people. We have a rich history and collection of folk songs in Bangladesh. Of them, Polli Giti, Bhatiyali, Bhavaiya, Jari, Shari, Gombhira, Lalongiti, Palagan, and songs of Hasun Raja are very popular. The traditional musical instruments are usually played with these songs. So dear learners, at first we will try to know what are folk songs and what are the instruments that is used to produce a folk songs. We will try to know this. And the traditional folk songs includes what kind of things. At first we will try to know what is a folk song. At first we will try to know what is a folk song. A song that originates among the people of a community or area in a traditional, popular culture or that is written in such a style. So, what is a folk song? A folk song that originates among the people of a community. The people should belong a community or a area in a traditional popular culture or that is written in such a style. So, the song follows some special criteria. You should belong to a community or a country, and this community or the people of that area hold some traditional popular culture, and the song upholds all those specs. So that is the definition of folk songs. Now we will try to know what are the folk songs of Bangladesh. There are actually many kinds of folk songs in Bangladesh. Now we will mention all those folk songs. At first we can write Bhatiyali, Bhavaiya, Jari, Shari, Palagan, Murshidi, Marfoti, Baul, Gombhira, Kobigan, songs of Hasan Raja, etc. So I have written some important or most popular folk songs of Bangladesh. Those are Bhatiyali, Bhavaiya, Jari, Shari, Palagan, Murshidi, Marfoti, Baul, Gombhira, Kobigan, songs of Hasan Raja, etc. Now, what is the speciality of a folk song? What is the speciality of folk songs? Especially folk songs are sung in a sung with the traditional musical instruments. True. In a traditional style of a community or a country. Okay, so the learners, folk songs are sung with the traditional musical instruments in a traditional style of a community or a country. Yes, so here we have got a poem, traditional style. So what is this? It is the traditional style includes the theme, words and the tunes of the song that is existed for a long time. So, what is the traditional style? Actually, the style which includes the theme, words and the tunes of the song that is existed for a long time is the traditional style. Okay, learners. I think you have understood the lesson and I think you will be able to answer the questions that is given in activity B. Now, I will give you some question as a HW which you will try to do at home with the help of the text and with the help of the today's lesson. Now, I am giving you the question. Actually, folk songs are the integral part of our culture. It shows the different aspects of our rural people, their happiness, their sorrows, their dreams, their expectation. All those things actually express the folk songs. It becomes an integral part of our culture and it added a unique identity of our culture. So, dear learners, we have to know about our folk songs. Now, I am writing the question. What are folk songs? Number 1. Number 2. How are folk songs sung? Number 3. What does the traditional style include? Number 4. what are the important folk songs of Bangladesh? Dear learners, I have already the answers of the questions in my discussion. If you follow the discussion and if you go through the text again, I think you definitely will be able to write the answers of those questions. It won't be difficult for you. So dear learners, I hope that you are continuing your study at home, and you will be also regular in your school. So that's for today. Till then, Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.